my name is Angelica, and this is the Angelica Unfiltered channel where I talk about health, wellness, weight loss, but mostly fat acceptance. Today, we are going to talk about the new viral mom on TikTok that is stealing the throne of Donut Mom, if you're unaware of her. I'm pretty sure a handful of creators in this sphere of the internet have talked about her, but it's basically just a mom that feeds her kids a bunch of ultra-processed crap and is probably going to give her kids type 2 diabetes by 10 years old. But this lady is the new, do I want to say it mom? I'd be very satirical if I said that. This is the new mother that everyone is outraged about. So this is her most viral video. She posted this on August 10th. Her username is boymomx3_b. I just want to say I feel like she is proud of this video because it is pinned on her profile. So if she was ashamed by her actions, then she probably wouldn't have pinned it, because you usually don't pin shit that you are ashamed of or don't want people to see. This video has 5.3 million views. I guess I should plug in my headphones. Oh, and if you're curious, I'm wearing the grounding smoky quartz toggle necklace and smoky quartz earrings from my business 𝓌𝒽𝒶𝓉. You can use code YouTube10 to save 10% off. And I have a lot of other crystal options too for all my anti-fat acceptance crystal loving girlies out there. I'm sure there's some overlap, right? I guess before I click on this video, I should clarify. No, I am not a mother, but I am a former obese child, now obese adult. So I feel like I should be allowed to have opinions. For some reason, people think that if you don't have children, then you can't have any sort of opinion on parenting or motherhood or fatherhood, but I don't give a fuck, and I'm here on the internet to share my opinion. Someone left a comment on one of my other videos and was like, I'm sure you're also not a pilot, but if you saw a plane in a tree, you could also give your opinion, and I liked that. I'm no expert, but I can give opinions when I see something is outrageously horrible. So here is the viral video.
Grocery haul as a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys who also moved her parents in with her. So we have groceries today from 3 different places.
So she has 3 kids. They're all under 18, and then it's her and then her parents, so grandma and grandfather.
We got groceries from Sam's, Walmart, 4 places. Sam's, Walmart, Food Lion, and Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly. She's located in North Carolina, I believe. We don't have a Piggly Wiggly near me, but if we did, you would not catch my fat ass in that store. Nope.
And I will tell you the totals for each at the end and then a grand total. So we got 2 containers of the 2-bite brownies. 2 of those because they'll be gone so quick.
2 of them because they'll be gone quick. So obviously the kids love junk food. I mean, who doesn't?
We got 1 big thing of Cinnamon Toast Crunch because we still had some left over from last trip. So we didn't need as much this time. We got a big box of the oatmeal cream pies. We got some tea,
which they'll probably make sweet tea with. And like everything is just so fucking sugary.
We got some cereal bars.
Just because those say fruit and grain on the front doesn't mean they're good for you. Just in case you're wondering.
We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 big bags of fries. I got some conditioner, Q-tips.
What really pisses me off about the ultra-processed food conversation and the childhood obesity epidemic is so many people will say, well, they're fat because they only have access to hyper-processed food. And for this instance, this woman does not fall into that category. This woman went to 4 different grocery stores, which means she has access to a vehicle, quite frankly, a lot of time as well, because I don't know if you guys have ever gone grocery shopping, but for some reason, whenever I go, I usually do a pickup order, but usually whenever I go inside, it takes me like at least an hour to get everything I need. And this is just not even a minute into the grocery haul. It's not a matter of this woman being in poverty, living in a food desert, not having access to things. This is her choices. Although I do have some rebuttals to people being like, some people only have Dollar Tree by them. Some people only have Dollar General. Okay? And there's cans and frozen fruits and vegetables there too. There can be reasons to why kids can be obese, and there also can be excuses.
Children's Tylenol, some cucumbers, some lettuce. There's that good old Lewis bread from the Piggly Wiggly. Some bananas.
Why is it so hard to pause on TikTok? I love like the small amount of produce she picks up, and all of the produce she gets like literally has basically no nutritional value. I mean, it's good to have cucumbers and lettuce and, you know, you want to eat a very colorful diet, but all of those foods have like no calories and no nutrition, no vitamins, etc.
We got 6 blocks of the Monterey Jack cheese.
I wonder how often she goes grocery shopping. I mean, I know everyone's not lactose intolerant, but how often do these people take a shit? Because this is just the beginning of the dairy.
We got a watermelon. We got 2 big things of mayonnaise because we be going through some mayonnaise.
They be going through some mayonnaise. Literally like a tablespoon of mayonnaise is 100 calories.
We got some grapes.
We got some grapes. That's maybe 2 handfuls of grapes. That is probably going to sit in the back of the refrigerator and go bad. Will probably be tossed in 3 weeks.
We got some eggs. 2 things of the allergy medicine.
Only 12 eggs? Dude, I go through fucking, like, I usually eat eggs for breakfast. I go through a fucking 18 pack of eggs in easily a week and a half.
Some deodorant for my dad. Some antacid for my mom.
I will try and do my best to blur out the children. I've watched a couple of her videos so far, so I know that her oldest is 14, and then I think the other is 9 and 7, and I don't feel like children can consent to be on the internet at that young of age.
Lip gloss that my mom got. 2 blocks of the mozzarella cheese.
I wonder if her mom bought this or if she did, or maybe they like split it. 5 blocks of cheddar cheese. Guys, I love cheese. I don't eat it as much because I'm on a weight loss journey and it's very calorie dense, but goddamn.
6 blocks of the mild cheddar.
6. I thought it was only 5. 6 blocks of cheese. And then she bought 2 mozzarellas, which is 7. And then I think she bought 5 of Colby. They have 13 blocks of cheese in their fucking fridge.
Cheddar cheese. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Like, why not, like, just buy a 12-pack or, like, the 18-pack? Because you open up a bottle and it just starts to lose the carbonation. I don't get it. Unless you're literally drinking a 2-liter in one sitting.
6, 7, 8 Dr. Peppers.
8 Dr. Peppers. Damn.
We got these subs for Bryson. He absolutely loves the Italian Hero subs at Walmart. We got 4 of these for him, so this should last him for quite a few days here.
Are you so fucking lazy that you just can't make the sandwiches yourself? Like, I understand some processed things like frozen veggies, frozen fruit, canned vegetables and stuff, because, like, that gets annoying to prepare sometimes. Or, I love canned green beans. I don't like fresh green beans or frozen ones for some reason, but, like, a fucking sandwich? You can't make a sandwich? And I understand, like, the kid wants to eat it, but if you know that your kid is going to eat a sandwich, can't you prepare it the day before? It's literally bread, cheese, and lettuce. You can't make that for your son?
Here. We got 1 Mountain Dew because we still have a few of those left. And Brantley is literally the only one that drinks them. We got a box of Fruit Loops. We got 1 bag of the purple Doritos. We got a thing of buttermilk. A big bag of sugar.
Probably for the sweet tea.
We got 2 gallons of milk.
For the 75 bags of cereal.
Got a thing of Nabs. We got the Fruit Loops with marshmallows.
Oh my god.
We got some Oreos. We got 2 packs of Capri Suns. We got 4 New York.
She's like, what's this? Steak? Steak? She doesn't know because everything comes out of a bag that she eats.
Strips. And Bryson's already broke into his subs. I told y'all he left them. We got 2 packs of ribeyes here. We got a thing of drumsticks here. We got 2 packs of pork chop.
Literally, the meat is just about the only thing that's a whole food that she's bought.
32.
This is the part that people got pissed off. 32 frozen pizzas.
Pizzas.
32 pizzas.
Like, I'm like honestly speechless. 32 fucking pizzas. And see, this is again to go back to the poverty, obesity, child epidemic. That's a lot of fucking money. And not only is that a lot of money, you also have to have some place to store that. And I don't know about y'all, but I got the refrigerator that is the fridge is the bottom long part and the top part is the freezer. You know, the short, like the freezer is pretty small.
Honey, I was in tears almost. And it has a white refrigerator. I was like, oh, not a white refrigerator, girl.
I don't think I could fit 32 pizzas in there. But don't worry, she has a standalone freezer too, because that's where she can put all of her pizzas and other items.
So we got a tower of pizzas again for Brayden. I will cry. So we wiped them out. We took all they had.
They wiped them out. They took all the inventory.
And then we got 10 packs of strawberry Kool-Aid. And
10 packs of Kool-Aid. You know, I think it's really stupid to drink your calories. You know, I understand like doing a little creamer, you know, nothing over like 200 calories max for me. Like anything over that I think is fucking crazy. But like with the Kool-Aid, like that is such an easy switch. Like you can make Crystal Light for your kids and it tastes pretty decent and it could be 0 calories. Or the pop, you can make it diet pop. Like it's just, there's so many better or like less calorically dense options that her and her family could be consuming.
We got 3 cases of water, but I'm not picking those up for y'all. So yeah, that was included in this. Oh, excuse me.
3 cases of water.
We got 4 cases of water.
Oh, don't worry. They have 4 cases of water in case you thought that they were only drinking Dr. Pepper.
And then we also ordered an 8-count box of deluxe mac and cheese online at Sam's and an 8-count box of Velveeta mac and cheese at Sam's.
So 16 boxes of mac and cheese.
That's not here yet. It's going to be shipped here. Okay. All right. So I got all of our totals written down. So online at Sam's was $31.26. In store at Sam's was $81.56. Food Lion was $55.23. Walmart. So Walmart, we had one total. We did 2 separate orders at Walmart. One was $188.96 and one was $24.15.
They must have had to rent a U-Haul to bring all this food home.
And then Piggly Wiggly was $95.52. And my mom has a total for me. So all of that together is $476.68 today.
$475, I think she said. I don't. Not only is processed food like so horrible for you, I mean, it's delicious. I still eat shit that I shouldn't. But it's just so fucking expensive too. And I feel like everything she bought was almost just snacks. Like all of it was cereal or some sort of dessert and pop. Oh, she got 4 cases of water. Shut up. Shut up.
So a little bit less than last time. But the crazy thing is that we left a lot of stuff off of the list this time because we didn't run out. So I'm just imagining if we hadn't needed that, there's no telling what we would have spent today.
I wonder how long this lasts off the family. So that's the most viral video, but I want to go through some of her other videos. I picked and saved some. I don't know if I'm going to go through all of them because I feel like I literally favorited like fucking 30 of them. And this is just a true example of convenience over care. Because obviously she has the money to be going and buying groceries and she could be making better options for not only herself because, I mean, I don't know how tall she is. It's kind of hard to tell. But let's say she's the size of an average woman, height-wise, 5'5", 5'6". She has to be pushing 300. So she's replying to a comment here, and it says, 32 pizzas, tons of fries, Oreos, sugar cereal, Doritos, brownies, soda, and only 2 cucumbers and a head of lettuce. Wow. Maybe you should rethink all the sugar.
No, I don't think I will. Thanks, though.
No, I don't really care about myself or my kids, so no, I don't care. Okay, I'm about to be a bitch as if I'm not a bitch in all my videos. I take eyebrows very seriously because I've had horrible eyebrows in the past. But eyebrows are something I'm very passionate about. So, girls, we're going to do a lesson here. Or guys, if you like makeup. My eyebrows are tattooed on, so I know they're perfect, aren't they? But for people that need to use powder when you're doing your eyebrows, please start at the tail. So the darkest part of your eyebrow should be on the tail, and then you slowly feather in the front for a natural look. I can't with the fucking thick Sharpie brows. So she's replying to another comment, and it says, where is the healthy food, ? And then her caption of the video says, hope this helps.
So I just wanted to come on here and address comments like this. Where's the healthy food? Why is Brayden eating nothing but pizza? Do you not care about your children's health? Why are you so, there's a reason that you look like you do.
Sorry.
Figure, stuff like that. I've been getting that constantly, which I was already prepared to get that because I'm not, the typical stick skinny, supermodel that everyone thinks that everyone should be.
No one thinks that everyone should be a stick-thin supermodel. No one walks into the grocery store and expects Bella Hadid and Gigi Hadid to be browsing along with them. People literally just ask for the bare minimum which is taking care of your children properly. No one expects, like, I can't. Everyone thinks you're either obese or you weigh 95 pounds as a grown woman. No. You can be a healthy weight. You could just be normal. Have you ever thought about that? Did you know that you could just be a normal size? And I know normal and average are kind of skewed in America because the average woman is like 200 plus pounds and they're only like 5'5", and the average person takes less than 3,000 steps a day, and the average person also eats around 4,000 calories in America. Hypothetically speaking, there is like a normal, healthy weight that people should be. I know people don't like to listen to the BMI, and they think the BMI is rooted in racism and blah, 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 ableism, whatever. But there's like a healthy weight range. Even, you could just be like overweight too. You don't have to be like morbidly obese. Did you know that? There's other options between being super morbidly obese and looking like Eugenia Cooney. Did you know that? All right. Just wanted to make sure you guys knew that. I wanted to educate the public.
So I was already prepared for that when I started doing this journey on TikTok, but it is literally insane. Oh, by the way, excuse how I look. I've literally, my parents have had me, they have worked me to death. Look at my fingers. They're so dirty. I don't know how to get my fingernails clean, but
I had to get off TikTok and do some gardening.
They put me to work today. So anyway, it just blows my mind though how many people think that they know our entire lives based off of a few videos a day, like 2 to 3 minute videos, probably 3 or 4 videos a day.
I guess it's true that you can't know exactly how someone's life is off camera because, you know, people usually show the best of their lives on camera and then they hide the sad shit behind scenes. So if you are showing this on the camera, if you're showing 32 pizzas, 75 packs of fucking mac and cheese, 44 liters of Dr. Pepper, 2 cucumbers, and a head of lettuce, you know, that's what you're showing us. I don't even want to know what's going on behind the scenes. Your kids are probably snorting granulated sugar. Their piss is probably a bright orange.
Out of 24 hours, you think that you know my life. What is that? Just say they're 3 minutes each. 12 minutes, and I post 4 videos. From 12 minutes, you think you know our entire lives?
But we can just make assumptions because of the videos that you post, your grocery hauls, and we'll get into like the what my family ate today videos. You know, when someone posts on social media, you can kind of like piece things together. Of course, you know, assuming makes an ass out of you and me, but we can kind of figure out what's going on. If you spent $500 at 4 different grocery stores buying a bunch of shit that goes in the freezer and desserts that have so many goddamn preservatives in it so that they won't go bad for 45 fucking years, we can kind of assume what your general life is like. Yeah. Because you just don't look like that if you're eating a well-balanced diet, respectfully. How would I know? Because at one point I used to weigh 272 pounds. So I know what you're eating because I was once in my life living a very similar lifestyle.
You think you know that I never push my kids to eat anything healthy or that
they have no healthy food in that fucking house. And what is the healthy food they're eating? Iceberg lettuce? Yeah.
There's not a reason maybe that they are picky or that they only eat in certain things. That's just insane to me. It's crazy. I don't
know if you guys knew this, but kids are usually kind of fucking picky with their food. But the great thing about being a mother, being the parental figure in your child's life, is that you are in charge of them and you usually are cooking a majority of the food that they eat. And there's these people online on the internet, on TikTok, which I know you have access to because you're on TikTok filming all of your shit. And some people post videos on TikTok, Instagram, you know, whatever, where they show recipes of how they sneak in different fruits and vegetables into recipes without their children detecting it. So their kids are still eating a balanced diet, but still are enjoying the things that they like. Food for thought.
My children are very, very picky.
So is everyone. Everyone usually has a general taste palette.
They got it honest. I was picky as a child. But there's also other reasons behind some of that, especially for Brayden, that you guys don't understand. And
I feel like she's hinting that he's neurospicy. No hate there. I got a laundry list of diagnoses. But still, it's at the end of the day, like, if you really break it down, it's all about the calories. And I know kids need nutrition and vitamins and all those things to grow and be healthy and strong. But at the end of the day, it's the fucking calories are what's making you fat. The calories is what's making you fat. Me, you too, watcher, and her children. The calories are why we are fat.
The assumptions are just crazy.
Spoiler alert, one of her kids literally eats pizza for every single meal. Fine, I get it. I know some people have very restrictive diets and they don't like to eat certain things, or there's, what's that, RFIB? I don't know, like selective eating. But if you know that your kid is only eating one type of food and they're fucking morbidly obese at 9 years old, then maybe you can like figure out a way to make that food a little bit healthier for them. Because you saw those pizzas, that is for one child. If you know that child eats the same fucking thing every single day, why don't you try and meal prep a healthier version? It's about the effort.
I get that I'm not super skinny.
No one expects you to be super skinny. They just want you to be a healthy weight so you don't croak at 45, so you can enjoy life with your kids.
But I haven't always been overweight. You forget, I've had 3 children.
Like I said, I'm not a parent. I've never given birth. I've never been pregnant. But that's not an excuse to be fat, especially because her youngest kid is 7 years old. You could have burned off some baby fat by now.
Not everyone bounces back.
Yeah, no one bounces back in fucking 3 days, like they expected Britney Spears to during her VMA performance. But you can still lose weight. It's not literally fucking impossible to lose weight just because you were pregnant at one point.
And you also don't understand that I don't always eat unhealthy. I do eat, and I enjoy my food.
We see all your meals. We know what you eat, and it's not healthy.
But not everything I eat is unhealthy all the time. And I am health conscious. I do try to eat better.
By buying 2 cucumbers.
I want to lose weight. I'm not super unhealthy all the time. So just remember, just because you see our lives posted on this platform, that doesn't mean that you know everything. You do not know exactly how I live my life or how my children's lives are.
Yeah, but you post clips of your life every single day. So we can kind of like guess.
Just be nice. It is not that hard. Just be kind. You guys are...
What's not nice about where's the healthy food? That they're caring about you and your children more than you care about you and your children.
It is insane. But truly, if you don't want to be nice, I'm probably the one that you can get away with it with, because I don't care.
She has no backbone.
Anyways, y'all have a great rest of your day.
Let me move my big fat head so we can see the comments. 32 pizzas, 8 blocks of cheese. There was more than that. 12 bottles of Dr. Pepper. Let that sink in. It's not about being skinny. It's about your health and your kids' health. We only get one body. They're too picky because you started giving easy foods as babies. It all came from there. If you don't feed your kids hyper-processed shit, then they won't want to eat it. We only crave the food that we usually have around the house. I don't really care about ice cream that much, or like I don't think about it that much, but you know, when I got that Halo Top sitting in the freezer, I'm sitting here licking my lips thinking about how I'm gonna have it after dinner. It's what's available to us that creates our habits and our desires. On the screen it says, it's supper time at our house. Most of us love this meal. I feel like all of her videos are so fucking long. So she put 1 box of pasta in the water on the right-hand side in case anyone's watching. And now she's pouring some Alfredo sauce into a pot. 1 can, 2 can, 3 can, 4 cans. Some garlic powder, some black pepper, and now she's stirring it. Have you guys ever made Alfredo by hand? It's actually probably one of the fucking simplest thing I've ever made. Actually, I haven't made this in literally years because I've been trying to lose weight, but it's literally, I feel like I literally say literally every fucking 3 fucking literally fucking words. You get a pan and you do some butter, you know, you melt it, let it get a little bit brown, throw in some fresh garlic, sizzle it, whatever you do. And then you pour in some cream and you let it bubble up. And once it starts to bubble, then you just put Parmesan in it. You stir it up, put it in little by little. Look up a fucking recipe. It's easy. That's all you do. It's pretty simple, to be honest. It's a lot more simple than I thought it would be. And people also have a bunch of different hacks on how to make it healthier now. I've seen people make it with fucking cottage cheese. It's a pretty simple thing to make. I mean, if she was using the Alfredo that was like the lesser calorie one, I've seen people use that in What I Eat in a Day videos. If she was using that, then I'd be like, okay, period. Like, she's trying to help her kids lose weight, but still wants them to enjoy Alfredo. It's the laziness that kills me. It really is.
What are you cooking?
What do you think I'm cooking?
This is the youngest child. I'm gonna blur it out.
What does it smell like?
Probably on a sugar high, because all they've ate today is fucking Fruit Loops and oatmeal pies.
Have you smelled that from all the way in there?
Yeah. I really did.
This is Brantley's favorite. So he literally come out of the bedroom. He smelled it from the bedroom. So we're making Alfredo. No, it's not homemade. Nothing. It's all out of the box or the jar. But we love this kind. It's so good. I just add some seasonings to my sauce. It's really good.
Now she's pouring the noodles back into the pan after she's strained them, and now dumping 2 gallons worth of Alfredo sauce into the pasta. All right, let's just skip this a little bit. She's adding more cheese into the pasta, which I assume is mozzarella.
You're not going to eat? Why are you not going to eat?
Get Alfredo.
And now she's serving it to her children. Literally just noodles and Alfredo. And this is something that could be made healthier. Like, I don't expect people to eat a completely whole foods diet. I mean, I don't, so that'd be very hypocritical of me. In instances like this, she could totally sneak in some different protein or vegetables for it to be healthier and heartier for her children. Because, you know, this is just carb and fat galore. The kids are going to be hungry after this and probably going to want some more fucking Little Debbie's. She could have thrown in shrimp or chicken. She could have thrown in spinach. You can't even taste spinach. She could have thrown in frozen spinach. She doesn't even have to saute it raw from the bag. Or maybe like minced cauliflower. Like, she could have done something to make this better. Okay, now she's just eating on camera and showing her child, so we're skipping that. Here we have another dinner time video. We're a mess, but dinner was God's tonight. Maybe supposed to be good.
Alright, it's supper time. And my mom, she made this recipe she found online. It's like a chicken, rice, what is it called? Chicken and rice casserole type thing.
This is something that also could have had like some frozen hidden veggies in it. Easily could have thrown in spinach, peas, you name it.
So, this is what it looks like. It smells really good, and it looks really good. And she, I was kind of shocked because she done made me some mac and cheese too. So, we're having this casserole, and we're also having mac and cheese. We can't do nothing without cooking some mac and cheese.
If you watch Oh Lordy and Storty, he has this Fat Hall of Fame list, and it's all like shit that fat people do, or as fat behavior. And one of them is eating 2 carbs, or like getting 2 carbs on the side when eating at restaurants. And this is Fat Hall of Fame right now. Eating a rice and chicken casserole with mac and cheese.
And some green beans. Oh my god, it's a vegetable. We're eating a vegetable!
Wow, she's so excited. So green beans have been something I've been eating a lot lately. I eat the canned green beans, I prefer them, and that's such an easy side that you could have with like literally every single meal.
And chicken! And chicken! Oh my gosh, look at us.
Wow, protein and vegetables.
Look at us go. So that's dinner tonight for me. It's the first
For me, just for you, girl? Damn.
time she's made this recipe, so we're about to try it out and see.
So, I was trying to see what this one would look like on here, and
It smells good.
Her son is in the background, so I'm gonna try and blur him as well.
I really just want to put it right now.
It tastes good too.
I don't understand why she eats so fucking long in her videos. Like, why can't you chop it up? All right, now she's feeding her kid. So now one of her kids is eating mac and cheese, and there's another one in the back on a fucking gaming laptop, which I guess is fine. Kids can go on laptops and stuff, but those gaming laptops are expensive.
So now I'm gonna make Brayden his pizza. It's 2 pizzas.
Brayden is getting 2 pizzas, And mother is adding more mozzarella on top. And some more pepperonis on top.
Perfect.
I was able to pause one of our other videos and see what pizza she's giving her child. And I looked online for one of those personal pan pizzas. They are 400 calories each. And then mom also put more cheese and more pepperoni on both. So I'm not really good at like guessing with the calories and shit. Still learning. But I would assume that both of these pizzas together is almost 1,000 calories. A 9-year-old boy is consuming 1,000 calories for dinner. That's not including anything else that he ate throughout the day. It's just fucking pitiful, to be honest. I think it's a disgrace. And this is something this kid eats on a daily basis. And I understand kids are kids and they need more energy because they're growing and they're playing. No, you'll see what this kid looks like. This kid is not going and playing outside. All right, this is a generalization, but let's pull it up. Here's what kids should be eating on a daily basis. This is from health.gov. So the one that is getting the pizza is 9 years old, male. Sedentary, 1,600 to 2,000 calories. Moderately active, 1,800 to 2,200. Active, 2,000 to 2,600. This kid is not moving, I'm telling you. Respectfully, he's big. I was about to say humongous. Sorry, this is serious. So this kid is eating 1,000 calories just for dinner. So that means he should be having 600 to another 1,000 calories throughout the day. That kid is for sure eating more than that. And I'm not saying kids need to count calories. That's a lot of responsibility to put on a child. But as a mother, you should be caring about that. She doesn't need to count the calories for her kids. But if like her kids had a very generalized, balanced diet, you wouldn't need to count the calories. You could just focus on whole foods, veggies, figure out what they like, repeat that, and then you're good as gold. But it's like she doesn't even want to put in that much effort to figure it out.
Look, it's kind of like almost like a heart.
No, that doesn't look like a heart at all. If your heart looks like that, then it's probably gonna fucking explode from congestive heart failure. Now she's setting the table for the child, and the rest of the video is kind of boring.
And that's a wrap on dinner. So not too bad tonight. My mom made dinner, so me, my dad, my mom, Bryson, and Brantley all ate that dinner. So all I had to do separate was Braden's pizza. So
Braden is the 9-year-old that only eats pizza. He got those 2 personal pans, and then the rest of the family ate the chicken and rice casserole with mac and cheese and green beans. And keep in mind, the green beans was probably the smallest pot. Screen says, work from home, and it's supper time at our house. And the 13-year-old is on screen, so we're gonna blur it. And he's pouring a bottle of water into a reusable bottle. And I know some people don't have access to clean water. I've watched a handful of her videos. She has a fridge with the fucking water thing on it that filters water. I don't even have one of those, but I have a Brita filter in my fridge, so we don't have to buy water bottles.
why do we have to pour it from there? That is ridiculous.
Here you go. Here's the water filter. Right here. I bet they use the ice from it. If you can use the fucking ice from the dispenser, then you can use the water. Because it's made with the same water. And the thing, she works from home too. I work from home too. I'm also self-employed. It is the biggest blessing in the world. It is a huge privilege to be in a position like mine. That being said, she should be able to home cook every single meal for her children. She has no commute. Her office is probably her bedroom or the kitchen table. You can throw some fucking chicken and potatoes in the air fryer or the oven with a veg. You can grill pork chops and do baked potatoes or something. Like, she has enough time to be doing these things. I maybe work 6-7 hours a day between everything I do. And low-key, when I was working at home, when I still had a regular person job, I would work probably fucking 3 out of the 8 hours a day. Full-time jobs are almost a scam nowadays. Everything people do for work can probably be done in less hours. They're just required to be on spot on job. And she works from home. She can just fake move her mouse and go do something else. You know, I'm sure she goes and takes a shit for 15 minutes while she's working from home, scrolling on her TikTok. She can probably take some time to go into the kitchen to prepare something. If time's the issue, then you can make a crock pot meal with some vegetables and meat and, you know, something with more nutrition. But it's just about the effort. It's just about the effort. And now she has her mom and her dad living with her. That's 3 different parental figures. They could also help with making food as well. It's about the effort. And I don't want to hear, well, some people don't know about nutrition. She's on TikTok. She can go on TikTok and learn about nutrition. That's how I learned about basic nutrition. I'm not saying I'm an expert. I'm not saying I'm a nutritionist or a dietitian, but I probably know more than the average person just because I actually sought out that information.
She doesn't understand nutrition like I do.
Putting extra cheese and extra pepperoni onto the pizzas. I could name 5 different fucking ways that this mom could make this pizza a little more healthier. Home make the crust. Instead of regular pizza crust, use one of those low-carb tortillas. The tomato sauce is pretty low in calories, so you don't have to change anything like that. Use low-fat mozzarella. Use turkey pepperoni. Hide spinach or peppers in the marinara sauce. It's just about effort. Now she got some chicken nuggets from the freezer. She made 7 chicken nuggets. This is going to be for the youngest kid, and then the pizza is for the 9-year-old. But chicken nuggets aren't just going to keep anyone full. These kids probably just eat all goddamn day because they're probably so hungry in like an hour after just having chicken nuggets. This kid is so overweight. Like, it's actually fucking sad. Like, I honestly want to cry. Like, the youngest one eating the chicken nuggets, he's, like, probably a little overweight. But the 9-year-old that eats the 2 pizzas every single night, he's pretty fucking chunky.
Camera.
I don't know, this one might be a little nitpicky, but I'm gonna show it anyway. So it says, my kids look forward to every single movie night. And I'm just gonna mute it because I don't know if the song is copyrighted or not. But the kids have a choice between 2 different Hershey's bars, some Reese's Pieces, and dots. And I get it, like kids want to have candy, but you can just portion them out a small amount. So I pulled up a box of Reese's Pieces online in case you guys want to know the calories. So in case this one of the kids eats the whole box of Reese's Pieces, maybe, you know, they'll pass it around, everyone will have a handful. But 1 serving is 140 calories, and the box has 4 servings. 140 times 4 is 560 calories. So a box of just the Reese's Pieces, let me know, is it pieces or pieces? The box of Reese's Pieces is 560 calories. That is not counting the 2 Hershey bars and the box of dots. And I understand it. People want to have a snack when they watch movies. Me too. I love snacking. But you can still let your kids have candy, but measure it out a little or make it a little bit more of a reasonable size for them. I mean, they are your children after all. You should be looking after them.
It's supper time at our house, and this is what I had for dinner.
The text on the screen says, let's normalize making different meals for everyone. This just proves that she has the time to make better meals. Because I'll let you know, she's preparing a lot of different dinners for everyone.
So we had some pork chops, some au gratin potatoes, and some mac and cheese.
Double side, Fat Hall of Fame.
So that's what I ate. That's probably what Bryson will eat, and that's what my mom and dad also ate. So now we just got to get Brayden and Brantley fed.
So she's making 3 different dinners.
Can we all guess what Brayden's eating? Pizza. Brayden, are you ready to eat?
I looked them up. These are Food Lion Crispy Thin Crust Pepperoni. 400 calories each. And I think she probably does at least half a cup of mozzarella and 15 pepperonis together, which is honestly, I think it's over 1,000 calories. 7 pepperonis each. Yeah, so 14 in total. I was close.
Get off your game and come here and tell me what you want to eat for dinner tonight. I drink water all day today.
How many cups did you have, though? To stay hydrated, you have to take your weight and multiply it by 0.25 or 0.5. I try to aim for at least 100 ounces of water. I weigh 100. I weighed myself this morning, 196.9. I know, I'm so skinny, you could probably barely see me on the screen. So I try to have 100 ounces of water. I do include, like, if I have, like, a Gatorade Zero, I do include pop, which I probably shouldn't, but I do anyway, because it's just carbonated water. But most of it is just plain regular water.
But it's time for some caffeine.
Time for caffeine, it's dinner time. She probably has horrible sleep hygiene. When I worked in the mental health and substance use field, the psychiatrist that I often worked with for clients, she said if you want to go to bed by 8, that you should probably stop having caffeine around 2 to 3 p.m. because caffeine has a very long half-life. So I try to stop drinking caffeine around there because I would like to go to sleep.
Are you planning on breaking off this? Huh? Why?
This, to me, is probably 20 ounces of Dr. Pepper. So probably, what do you guys think, 200 calories? I've never drinking real sugar pop.
So good.
You can't just pour out that little bit. You gotta drink it. No sugar goes to waste in that household.
My Dr. Pepper. I need to know which one to eat, babe.
Oh, cereal.
No.
I have pizza.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Did you actually have pizza?
Yes.
Are you positive?
Black banana.
Cereal it is for Brantley. That's his favorite.
So the kid is eating cereal for dinner. Look at this stuff. All this cans of different pasta sauce, 2 peanut butters, a bunch of espresso. We got some different gravies, Kool-Aid, tortilla chips right here, flour. See, it's laziness. It's convenience. It's not being poor for everyone. And I would say that's probably 2 cups of Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Brantley loves to have cereal every morning, so of course I'm not going to let him have cereal at night too, because it's just not, I don't know, I just don't look at it as like real food.
She thinks cereal isn't real food, but she's letting her kid eat it for breakfast every single morning. Make it make sense. I get people are busy in the morning because you're getting your kid ready for school and then you ready for work. And if you have multiple kids, then it's multiple people that you have to worry about. But if you know that you're busy in the morning, then you can prepare the night before. I sometimes, every once in a while, I'll make egg bites. You can make those the day before and then pop them in the microwave to warm them up. When you give your kids sugar in the morning, they're just gonna fucking crash and be exhausted right after. And then they're not going to be able to pay attention to schoolwork very well.
I know it's bad for you. So tonight he gets to have cereal because he did not have cereal this morning.
Make it fucking make sense.
Every once in a while I'll give in and let him have it a second time. But not often. Cereal's the best?
Yeah.
I think you are. You're better than me.
I love you more than I love myself.
Oh, you're so sweet. I love you more than I love myself.
Which must not be a lot because look at you. Look at that giant canola oil right there. They're deep frying shit regularly, probably. Here we got our 2 pizzas.
That is done. That means dinner is complete tonight.
See, the thing is, cooking healthy food doesn't have to take that long. The same amount of time she spent taking those pizzas out and putting extra mozzarella and pepperoni on them and throwing them in the oven, she could have made one of those 1-pan sheets and throw chicken and peppers on it and then served it with rice or quinoa or noodles. Like, it's just literally about the fucking effort. And that's the thing that gets me so upset about this. I understand people have processed food. I eat processed food and I'm still losing weight. I know it's not the best, it's not the healthiest, but it's about making small changes over time so then you can live a more balanced life. Like, it's not impossible. For the weight aspect, it's literally just the calories. You could eat anything that you want and lose weight just by counting the calories, i.e. the Twinkie diet. If you wanted to lose weight and all you want to eat is ice cream, you could do that. Of course, it's not healthy, and you need other nutrition, but it's about the calories. And when you are eating ultra processed food all of the time, it is so packed with calories, unnecessary calories. She could be making these pizzas and have them be so much more healthier. And I would beg to differ that it wouldn't take that much time either. But she'd rather spend her time editing TikToks.
Brayden.
Brayden.
And it's so sad. Every time she shows her kids, they're literally just on the iPad. Don't get me wrong, I grew up on the computer too. But when I was growing up, all we had was a home desktop. So we had to split that in between 5 different people. So we still had to do things offline. This one's not about food, but it is an introduction or like kind of talks about who she is.
Over the last couple days, I've gained a lot of new followers, so I figure it's time to reintroduce myself. My name is Lakin. I am a 37-year-old full-time working mom of 3 boys, and a little over a year ago, I moved my parents in with me. My oldest son is 14. His name is Bryson, and then I have my 9-year-old Brayden and my 7-year-old Brantley, and those boys are my entire world. We live a
I love when people say that. I love my kids so much. Okay, then why don't you fucking take care of them properly?
very simple life out in the country, and we absolutely love it. I am probably one of the nicest and most down-to-earth people you'll ever meet. That is until you mess with my kids,
which contradicts like the third video we watched at first when she's like, you could be mean to me. I probably won't say anything. Maybe she's getting a little confidence.
I've been tested of a little bit lately. While I do show
I've been tested lately. What people have asked why everything your children eat comes out of a fucking bag. That's literally just a question.
my life on here, I think sometimes people forget you're only seeing 2 to 3 minute videos a few times a day, which is just a small glimpse into my life.
But you show what your kids eat for dinner every single day, so we know what they're eating for dinner. And if they're eating that for dinner, which people usually have dinner as their biggest meal, I will give her that, but I think that they're probably still eating horribly. That one kid, the youngest, the 7-year-old, she admitted that he eats cereal for breakfast every single day. The bowl that she showed earlier, it looked like probably almost 2 cups of cereal, and then she used regular 2% milk with it, so that's probably easily 500 calories right there. And your kid's going to be hungry in 2 hours and also crashed from their sugar high because all they ate was cereal and milk for breakfast.
And while it might look like you can see everything that goes on or exactly how everything unfolds, that is not necessarily always the case. And a little bit of kindness and understanding goes a long way. Just remember, you don't always know the backstory or the reasons for anything.
But we can assume.
Myself, Brayden, and Brantley, all 3 share my bedroom. My parents have Brayden and Brantley's old bedroom, and then Bryson has his own room. We live in a 3-bedroom double-wide trailer. It can be a little chaotic and sometimes even a little cramped, but we absolutely love our life and we wouldn't change a thing about it.
Let's read the comments here. Meal prepping on Sundays will help and crock pot dinners, and maybe your parents could help cook. I was a single mom of 2 boys that worked 50 hours a week and still made sure I cooked every meal. Once a week, maybe we had processed quick foods, so it is possible. Just necessary to note, concerns does not necessarily equal hate. When showing children eating candy and pizza almost every single day, it's concerning. Those are your choices. I just can't stand when people talk about haters, because most of the time, people that are haters are literally just giving criticism. Just because someone doesn't agree with you, just because someone isn't kissing your ass doesn't mean that they're a hater. To me, a hater is someone that's like, you're a fat, nasty, ugly bitch. You need to stop posting on TikTok because no one cares about you. Like, something like very vulgar. Something actually like malicious or mean. You know, something like maybe a bully would say. Like, that's a hater to me. Someone that says, hi, why does your kid eat pizza for every single meal? He probably should have a balanced diet so he gets all the nutrition he needs to grow strong and healthy. That's not being a hater. That's actually showing concern for the way that you're raising your children. These people actually care about your children more than you do. Of course, people can be concerned trolls, but someone needs to be asking you these questions. Someone needs to be telling you that what you're doing for your children is not good, because you clearly either don't fucking care or you don't know. What is it? Do you not care or you don't know? Because either way, you have to educate yourself and make some changes, because you are setting up your kids for failure. Text on the screen says, supper time at our house. Let's see how many different meals I make for everyone. Once again, I said this in my last video about childhood obesity, but you have to have some amount of privilege to be obese, because you have to afford this much goddamn food. And I don't want to hear anything about, oh, the mom doesn't have the time to make home cooked meals. She's literally making 3 different meals in half of these videos. She has the time. And of course, kids aren't going to want to eat a bunch of whole foods right away, but she needs to slowly make changes so her kids can live a more balanced life. It's effort. She clearly has the time, but she's not putting in the effort. It's time and effort.
It's supper time, and Brayden is getting pizza. As usual, no surprise there.
Why'd you look kind of annoyed when she said that? Probably because she knows that everyone's going to be like, why is he eating pizza for every meal? Because I don't care to push my children.
Brantley, what do you want to eat tonight?
Nuggets.
Okay.
So she's asking the youngest what he wants to eat tonight. I don't necessarily agree with people being like, well, I fucking made this food, so you're going to eat it. And if you're not hungry enough to eat it, then you're going to just starve. Like, I understand making adjustments for children, because I know sometimes kids can be picky, but it's also your responsibility as a parent to still be able to provide proper nutrition for them. She should be making meal plans and telling everyone, this is what we're eating this day, this day, this day, and this day, and going grocery shopping for that, instead of just buying a bunch of fucking random snacks and 32 pizzas. Now I'm making some more chicken nuggets.
So chicken nuggets for Brantley tonight. Now I just need to figure out if I am going to eat or not, and what Bryson is going to eat.
Golly. Jesus? Jesus, is that you?
What do you want to eat tonight? Again? You're kidding me. This kid has had mac and cheese. No, this would be the 3rd night in a row. Bryson, I have the
I will say this older teenager looks like a healthy weight.
video evidence. He had it last night, the night before, and if he has it tonight, this is the 3rd night.
Teehee, so funny. All my kid eats is mac and cheese. That's not funny.
Stop. Stop. Please, I love you. I love you.
I love you. I like that.
I don't know why. Like, I just think it's so fucking cringy. Even, like, to be honest, like, I don't film in front of my husband, because there is just something so fucking weird and cringy about filming yourself and talking to the camera. I mean, obviously, I love it. I love filming YouTube videos and editing them and, you know, building a community around the sort of subjects that I'm interested in. But I don't know. It's just fucking cringe to see people film in front of other people. And then her also trying to be like a family vlogger. You know what I mean? Like, she's forcing her kids to be in her videos when I don't think that they have the ability to consent.
To aggravate him and turn his light on and leave the room and make him get up. So it looks like we're going to have mac and cheese. We're so healthy. We love it. Go figure, right?
Let's see. He got 6 chicken nuggets today.
You gonna get in there? Eat something?
And then kids all in front of the iPad. She made 2 boxes of Velveeta mac and cheese. For 1 box of this Velveeta mac and cheese, 1,090 calories. She made 2. I assume, like, she's going to have 1/2, which is 1 box, and then her son will have the other half, which is 1 box. 1,090 calories. I'm on a weight loss journey. I count my calories. My daily calories to be, like, in a deficit, I'm trying to lose, like, 1.5 pounds a week-ish, is at 1,600 calories. I'm 5'5". I'm a grown woman. If I ate a box of Velveeta mac and cheese, that's almost 2/3 of what I'm supposed to be consuming for the day at one meal. Reminder, the average American eats 4,000 calories a day. This is why our country is obese.
My kids are very repetitive eaters, so they only eat the same few things.
Everyone does that. Me and my husband eat the same shit every single week. I buy almost the same exact groceries every single week. If you know your kids like something, if they eat the same things all the fucking time, then figure out a healthier way to make it. It's not that hard.
Brayden even more so than the rest, like literally eats pizza like for every single meal.
For every single meal. Do you think that little kid has 2 pizzas per meal? If that one kid eats 2 pizzas for every single meal, that's 3,000 calories for that little boy. It literally feels like child neglect. It feels like child abuse at this point.
And then there's like a couple other meals that he really loves that he'll eat, but he doesn't eat them often. He switches up to those few things every so often. Brantley has like 5 or 6 things that he likes, and he just like rotates between them.
And the thing is, like, you could just make healthier options for them. If you know your son likes chicken nuggets, there are different options out there that are healthier. There are lightly breaded chicken nuggets. I've even bought the barely breaded chicken nuggets that look like dinosaurs. There's options. Or the Just Bare, I eat those. They have them as nuggets, and they also have it as tenders. They're a little bit more healthier, and then they're also higher in protein and lesser in calories than just fucking regular Tyson chicken nuggets. It's about the effort. Yeah, it's a little bit more expensive, but she can honestly fork the bill. She spent $500 at Walmart during the first video we watched.
Now Bryson and I, they get it honest. Let me start by saying that. I was very picky when I was a kid.
Everyone's picky as a kid. People are still picky as adults. You can still find healthier options.
I'm not picky now.
That one lady I love, I showed her in my last video too. She's like, you can't be a picky eater because you eat everything.
Meal plan for picky eaters, you're not a picky eater, you just don't like vegetables. What if I'm an actual picky eater? Then you wouldn't be so big. You keep saying you're a picky eater. How are you so large? If you're so particular about food, how'd you get so big? You're not a picky eater. You just don't like tomatoes on your Chick-fil-A sandwich. That doesn't make you a picky eater.
So I'm hoping they also will grow out of it some. I don't know. But Bryson, thankfully, he's not picky like that. Now, he is a repetitive eater. He'll eat the same things over and over. But he's not picky.
Most people eat the same shit all the time. You can find healthier options. For mac and cheese, how could you make that healthier? Mac and cheese is also something that's relatively easy to make, like the Alfredo. Do some butter, some milk, some flour to thicken it up, and then you can use low-fat cheddar or mozzarella. Or instead of milk and butter as the base, you can use, I've seen people use cottage cheese. Like, you can still eat the things that you like and have them be healthy. And then instead of just regular macaroni, you could use the protein or the chickpea noodles. It's not that hard. And if your kids eat mac and cheese all the time, you could probably prepare a fucking humongous pot of it and then refrigerate some in small portion sizes or even freeze it so then you can go back and eat it later. She just doesn't care. She just doesn't want to do it.
Well, Bryson already grabbed his, so we're done, finally. I love mac and cheese. It's my favorite. I love it, but it don't love me.
So she's lactose intolerant. She still eats it. Dinner time and Mama isn't cooking. Again, with the money thing. If you're obese, you have to have some sort of money to afford all that food. And look at, that's a nice ass car. Something Nissan Cinema. I don't fucking know. That's a nice car. I would think that car is at least $20,000, and payment on that is probably at least $350, $400 plus. And then think about like her setting up the tripod so then they can get in the car. Then she has to get out and then grab the tripod. Sorry, I'm a certified hater. I was just born this way.
So we're gonna go to town.
Oh my god, guys, the eyebrows. It's killing me. The fucking eyebrows. She's on TikTok all the time. She needs to watch a eyebrow tutorial. Please and thank you.
It is dinner time, so we're gonna try to find something to eat. I have 13 miles until Indy, so I'm praying I can get to a gas station before we run out. I think the boys are gonna get pizza, and I'm not really sure what I'm feeling. I don't know. Good news, we made it to the gas station.
Filming in the car with her children in the backseat. Great. You care about your children's safety.
Thankfully, we ended up having to go to the one that's like right by my house though, because I was afraid I was not gonna make it. And my gas needle had got so low that it literally went from 12, like it was like 13, 12, and then it just had a line.
How responsible of you.
So I just ordered me some hibachi chicken, and I'm waiting to go pick that up. They gave us about 10 minutes, so. And then we're gonna go pick up their pizza, Brayden and Brantley's pizza. Bryson went to a movie tonight, so he is on his own for what he's gonna eat tonight.
The food that she's picking up is for her and then the 2 little boys, which are 9 and 7. Keep that in mind. She needs to fucking clip down her videos. They're so long. A handful of fortune cookies.
All right, we're gonna go in and get Brayden and Brantley's pizza. Are you excited? Yeah.
My jaw was literally on the ground when I saw her order. Little Caesars. 5 sauces. So that's crazy bread, I assume, in the smaller thing. And then she's getting 2 fucking large pizzas. My husband and I got Little Caesars a couple months ago. Large pizza. Fed both of us and there was leftovers. And 2 children under 10 years old are eating all of this. Like, I think it's fucking deplorable. And someone right here in the comments, I'll move my fat head. Didn't you just buy 30 pizzas? You have 30 pizzas at home and you're going to Little Caesars. She had to set up the tripod for this, remember this. Can we hurry it up, lady? We need to cut these clips. My temper is running short. I have never seen anyone pick up that many sauces. 5 fucking marinara sauces. I mean, I love marinara, but 5?
All right, I know what you want.
Yeah. You can look at small
2 pizzas, 3 cheesecakes.
Of course.
They're getting 3 slices each, which is probably almost 1,000 calories. Actually, I can't tell. That's cheesy bread right there. This looks like maybe 2 slices of pizza and cheesy bread. Don't get me wrong, the cheesy bread is still a lot of calories too.
I got me an egg roll, and then of course I got some hibachi. Apparently I don't know how to eat. That looks so good. One more time.
She got broccoli. Hashtag healthy.
But why are you eating broccoli?
It was good. This is definitely enough for like a meal. Enough for 2 people. Like, look at that. I still have half of it left. And a full plate of food here. So I'll be having some leftovers tomorrow. Literally a whole plate of food pretty much. Definitely gonna have
My jaw was on the ground when I saw her do this.
yum yum sauce.
That is so much yum yum sauce. And that's not just like a little tub. It was like this big of yum yum sauce. And a regular like container would be like this. That has to be like 500 calories worth of yum yum sauce on top of the fried food she's eating. But she got broccoli and peppers and carrots, so it's fine though.
So good. I normally get this.
It's like, that doesn't even look good. I like yum yum sauce. I'll do maybe a little. That shit's drenched in it.
Without the carrots. Like, I love the broccoli, the zucchini, the onions. But I usually get it without the carrots. I'm going to try the carrots with it this time. Pretty good. It gives it like a sweet taste, kind of.
That does not look good. That does not. That is way too much fucking yum yum sauce. And usually when things are like on the hibachi, they usually are putting sauce on it anyway already. All right. Let's end it with a video about haters. Haters make you famous. Let me know if you guys know where this is from. Haters are our motivators. Austin Mahone fans out there? Anyone?
Better hurry up and get some makeup on so I can go to work this morning. Running behind as usual lately.
So I don't know if she works from home like certain days or if maybe she only worked from home that one day. I can't tell.
I only have about 10 minutes to get some makeup on this face and get out the door. You know what I've learned, which I've always kind of known just from like watching bigger creators on this app, you know, over the years. There are a lot of extremely sad people on the internet.
Guys, I think she's talking about us. Are you guys sad? I'm not. I'm having a fucking blast watching this video. I'm laughing my ass off. Like, well, I guess I'm sad for her children, but I would say I'm more annoyed than sad.
Like trolls and people that want to talk bad about others, and 99% of them don't even have a profile picture.
Don't worry, I do though. I'm part of that 1%. Angelica Unfiltered. I have my name and my profile picture. I ain't a troll. Haters want to hate, my homies want to love. I forgot the second part of that quote.
Imagine that. And I'm gonna be the first to tell you, I could care less. Could care less.
She could care less, but she's making this video. I don't know about y'all, but when I don't care about something, I don't pay it no peace of mind. I couldn't even tell you something I don't care about because I literally don't think about it at all.
Like someone said on one of my other videos, haters are gonna make me famous. So y'all can hate on all you want to.
I wouldn't say that you're famous, I would say that you're infamous because of how you take care of your children is literally pathetic.
Especially if it makes you feel better. Go for it. And one thing I will tell you, it did get to me a little bit when they wanted to bring my children into it.
Oh, a sensitive subject, I see.
I have to remember, these people are sad.
People are sad. That's why they're asking me about my children's health. No, because they actually care more than you do. Yeah, literally right here. Let me move my fat head. Perhaps the sad people genuinely worry about yours and your children's health.
They're very sad. So, poor babies. So, we just have to let them, you know, get it out and let them feel better about themselves because, you know,
I already feel great about myself. Thank you very much.
everyone needs to feel better, even if it is at an innocent child's expense, right?
Well, then take your children off the motherfucking internet. You're the one that's filming them.
Or mine.
Or mine. People asking about my children's health and why my kid eats pizza for every meal. They're haters.
Again, I don't care.
I don't care. That's why you're making this video.
Y'all can hate on me all you want to. It's so funny though because I can't really respond the way that I would like to respond, which is fine because it's probably for the best.
Oh. You want to square up, mom boy? X3? Let's square up.
Kind of scares me not to be able to see the time right now. Y'all, I'm telling you what.
TikTok is more important than getting to work. My time, I guess.
Y'all know I've been watching Love Island. That mess has had me crying so much. I don't know if it's because I'm on...
What did we learn earlier? If you're going to fill in your eyebrows, we start here first. And we want to make sure that we use less product up here in the front because it's supposed to be softer up here. Naturally, the brows are a little bit more sparse. So we start right here in the tail and then we apply less pressure as we get to the front of the brow. So we don't look like we applied our makeup with a extra fat, thick Sharpie.
It's that time of the month for me, or what, but like, it has
I don't give a rat's ass about Love Island. I'm probably going to edit this out. You're welcome.
over, I don't know, these eyebrows are looking crazy. I say that every time, but I swear, they look bad.
She got eyebrow blindness, obese blindness, weight blindness, hyper-processed food blindness.
It is what it is. This is what we're going with today. Y'all have an amazing day, and remember, haters make you famous, girl. Bye!
But there's a difference between haters and people being concerned. Why delete the grocery hauls then? I want to see. What made me mad was people talking about the pizzas. My son is autistic. I can't tell you how many smiley fried meals I have in my freezer right now. The world is made to be against people with autism and us mothers raising them. She must have deleted comments because I feel like this is way too nice. Hating how? Hating where? Hating on what? Girl, the ones that leave ugly comments are really sad. I don't pay attention to them either. I'm on way too many pills to be sad, I'll tell you that. Wellbutrin gang. Wellbutrin gang. The more they hate, the more money you make. Period. What do you do for work? I'm in banking. Interesting. Brow color is great, but don't go too dark and thick. Okay, here we get some regular comments. Girl, we're sad for you because that's not normal. You're trying to own and glamorize something that is sickening and unhealthy and at your children's expense, like you put them at risk for chronic illness. And thank God you have no idea what it's like living with a chronic illness and watching your health hold you back from your life. They don't deserve that. Some people are mean, but some are just trying to help. Maybe take baby steps with your picky kids. Eating pizza every day isn't healthy. Yeah, I feel like there is a difference between general concern and people being haters. But I feel like at a certain point, if you're not listening to people's genuine critique or like people's concern, then people are going to start getting a little trolly because they know that you're not listening. People don't want to be ignored. Let me know what you guys think about the situation. I feel sad for the children and also kind of irritated with the mother because in this day and age, the world is literally at our fingertips. She is on TikTok, so she can watch videos about how to make healthier choices and healthier alternatives to the food that her children like. I said at the beginning of the video, I'm not a mother, and I'm also not a mother to a child that has autism. I know I'm assuming that kid has autism, but someone in the comments we just read said that her kid had autism and ate the same food. But it's like, you can still try. You know, if your kid wants to eat pizza for every fucking meal, then you can figure out how to make it better for him. Or give him less pizza so then he's a healthy weight. Because she says she's 37, then her oldest is 14 and he's a healthy weight. The middle child is 9 and he's the bigger one that eats pizza every single day, and then the youngest one is 7. When you have an obese parent, there's a statistic that says if you have one obese parent, you're 50% chance to become obese. And if you have 2 obese parents, there is an 80% chance that child will become obese. And when you raise your children like this, you are setting them up for failure. And obviously she doesn't have a healthy relationship with food as well. We can see we have eyes. Because if she ate healthy, like every other fucking fat person on the planet says, you know, people love to say, you don't know what I eat. I try to be healthy. I'm health conscious. Even though we see her meals. Even though you don't get obese by eating just boiled chicken and broccoli. You know, there's a few other things that come to play, like junk food. That's how people usually get fat. And to me, it's either an ignorance thing, which she can be educated on, and she can slowly change things up to make her kids healthier, or she just doesn't care. I know being a parent is hard, and things can be tricky and tough, especially if kids have different food restrictions, but as a parent, it is your responsibility to take care of your child, and that's how I feel about every single child that is obese. As a parent, it is your responsibility to take care of that child. And part of being a parent is doing the hard things, like educating yourself on nutrition so then your kids can eat properly. Not only is she setting her kids up for failure by feeding them these horrendous foods and making them overweight, that she is probably making them have a disposition to different disorders and diseases, because if you eat hyper-processed food all the time, you are more likely to have different disorders and diseases. There is a very strong correlation with bad health outcomes and hyper-processed junk food. As a child, you sort of learn this baseline or like what's normal. So then when you go out on your own, you usually mimic those behaviors that you grew up with. And if she keeps raising her children the way that she is, her kids are either going to live like that their entire life, or they're going to have to teach themselves how to live properly, how to have a balanced diet. Either way, someone has to fucking put in the work. And it would be way easier for the mom to make some changes than the kids having to try and figure that out when they're 25 and probably super morbidly obese and have type 2 diabetes. To be honest, I'm just sad. And the obesity rate in children is only getting higher. And America is only getting fatter. And those fat people are having children and creating more fat people. It just sucks. Because being fat is hard. Not only does it just hinder your life in so many ways, when you finally make the decision to start losing weight, it's fucking hard. It's simple, you know, eat less to lose weight, but it doesn't make it less hard. I don't know. It's just sad to see little kids struggle with weight and food at such a young age. This video got so fucking depressing. If you made it this far, then make sure to leave a pizza emoji in the comments. And I would love to know your opinions down below. I know this diet is probably what average Americans eat, but it doesn't mean that it's good or normal. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like this video. If you enjoy me, consider subscribing. I would love to see you back here again. I hope you have a great day. Take care. Peace.